Hi there, my collective. I have been away a lot over the past 2 weeks. I have been dealing with a lot too, physically, health-wise, and caregiving for my mom. So I'm very upfront about those things. So thank you for your patience. I wanted to do a quick reading for the collective, and I'm also going to post the Virgo love check-in a little bit later, but let's start with a collective message, okay? This is May 20th. My God, I can't believe it. We're at the end of Taurus season. This is wild to me. So Spirit, how is my collective doing? What's going on in your energies, my friends? Right away, we have false person coming out. So someone, and I think you guys have the ability to detect when someone is being deceptive. There you are. Oh my God, that's why. Okay. Never know what's going to come out with Spirit, huh? So this is why someone is wearing a mask around you, because they see you as the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And they are deceptive. This is the Seven of Swords coming alongside the false person. Now, I'm going to pull a card for you, but this is how they appear. Look at this Boy Scout. I mean, every time I see this, that's what I think. This is a Boy Scout, Eight of Pentacles. Someone doesn't have to be a male gender, right? It could be anyone. It's more like this is someone who is diligently working towards their goals, but secretly, Seven of Swords, there's something hidden. False person. And the reason is Ten of Pentacles. They see you as having it all. And with the energy vampire right behind the Ten of Pentacles, my God, I was not expecting a sensational message. But here we are. They are wanting to take from you, or rather, to appear to be of use to you for the purpose of taking some of your much desired light energy, maybe even material possessions, abundance. You're someone, I already saw the star come out, but let's see. Who are you, collective? Who am I talking to? Three of Wands, you're on your way. Your ships are coming in. King of Swords, Three of Swords, passion, and Six of Pentacles, justice. You guys have been through it. And the thing is, you are someone who is steadfast in the mental space. You're a truth teller. You're authentic. You're logical, okay? You tell truth, right? King of Swords. You're not at this time using your heart, okay? You're using it less, is what I want to say. Why? Because you've been through some sort of Three of Swords. So some sort of painful ending to a situation that was very passionate. And I bet you, Six of Pentacles, you gave a lot to this person. And now you're at this point where, you're at this point where you're like, you know what? I'm going to focus, Three of Wands, on my destiny, my fortune, my path. Why? Because justice has come in for you. After I see Nine of Swords right back there, because there was some sort of ending and you thought about it and it got to you and you were having nightmares about this probably. You were not able to sleep some nights for sure. Waiting for Lady Justice, right? Waiting for karmic justice. Well, in the end, you decided you're just going to go for it. Three of Wands. You're like, no, I'm working on my own abundance, right? King of Swords. I think that after your painful betrayal is what Spirit's saying, you became someone who was like, you know what? At this point in my life, I'm going to focus on myself, on my own grounding, my own support systems. You've had it, huh? Yeah, 9 of Cups. You're like, no, self-fulfillment. I want to be emotionally abundant on my own. So Spirit, wow. Who did this person deal with in the past? Yeah, someone, oh, there you are, King of Swords. Okay, so someone who may have been juggling you, 2 of Pentacles, someone with whom there was a great deal of investment, 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. You both might have been juggling each other, but the thing is, this person was definitely juggling you, whether it was with work, other situations in their lives, like people, maybe even for some of you, I'm hearing they might have been in a different location. And so they were trying to balance that out. But ultimately, you invest, both of you, okay, invested 7 Pentacles, right, together to try to grow your money tree, grow your whatever tree together. But then the 7 of Pentacles is also about pausing and waiting. All right. So this is someone who, yes, you invested a great deal in, and maybe they left you hanging. I didn't see the Hangman, but we're going to find out. All right, Spirit, what is the current, the current status of this situation that collective is experiencing with that person with whom they have the 7 of Pentacles? Wow. Okay. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. That's why I said uh-oh. Okay. Look, you guys are feeling left out in the cold. The relationship has been left out in the cold, and it was a good relationship. It was a whole 10 of Cups. That's very interesting. So you might have been dealing with, you might be an air sign dealing with another air sign, because I do see the Queen of Swords right behind the 10 of Cups. But look, so you were a pair. You were a pair. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. But at some point, someone did not follow their intuition. This person did not follow their intuition. Instead, they did some shady shit. And so they are coming across not only as false person, but as this card in Intuitive Kev's deck. It's someone who is really, they have like cross purposes when it comes to what you guys were trying to create together. They had another goal in mind, is what Spirit is showing. And so therefore, the whole situation, the whole emotional abundance, the family, the sense of family, the sense of home, that has been left out in the cold. Split the deck. The devil came out right away. Wow. Oh my God. Spirit. This person, Page of Swords, Page of Cups. You know, page level people are, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you are at the king, queen, emperor, empress level, it's very difficult to deal with the energy of a page. Someone who is not quite going to be completely forthright. They really want to talk. They really want to share a loving message. They want to send some sort of gesture. Page of Cups, very small gesture, guys. Heartfelt gesture, but like page level, right? And Page of Swords. So maybe they're watching you on social media or in some other aspect. They want to talk. Again, I do get the sense that there's like air signs involved here. But you, my friends, are, you've undergone a transformation. I see that. You were protected by, you have a lot of light within. You were protected by potentially your your light team, so your ancestors, your angels, your spiritual team, and you underwent a transformation, and now you are the Empress. So an Empress being approached by a Page of Cups, Page of Swords, that likely won't go anywhere. You know, this person could come towards you, testing the waters, very light messaging, and I'm just gonna say flat out, an Empress, someone who's like really grown and evolved into someone who knows not to chase anyone or anything, because they will attract through their own essence, like meaning that you're someone who's going about your business, right? Maybe you have a business, and you're focused on that. You're like, I'm growing myself, okay? And you're very like steadfast in that. You're being the King of Swords, really like focused, and you're attracting all sorts of people because that is inspirational to others. All right, so I don't see it really moving you. Like their next move towards you is going to be small and curious and a little open-minded, right? But I don't see you, I'm gonna ask here, but I don't see you as being very receptive to it. What will your most likely reply be to this Page of Swords, Page of Cups approach? Three of Pentacles. Okay. You're gonna end the Knight of Swords at the back of the deck. So you're not gonna be super close-minded, but you're gonna be like, can we at least raise this? I take your page and I raise you to the Knight. You're gonna want to work with them a little bit, or there was some sort of third-party energy in the mix, and you may bring that up. All right, you may be like, listen, let's talk about this. Who was this, or who is this? Is there someone? Is there not someone? Okay, let's ask Spirit. I really don't know who I'm channeling right now. You guys will have to tell me. Is there a third party in the mix for the person on my viewer's mind? Wow. Okay. We have King of Wands and King of Swords, and the back of the deck is the Page of Wands. So for me, that is showing clearly two different types of masculine energies, right? One is very stoic, steadfast, like I said, authentic, honest. King of Wands, it's not that they're not honest or stoic. Well, they aren't stoic really, but they are steadfast, meaning they're very focused on their own goals, right? But they are very attractive individuals usually. Their light is very resonant with others, and people are like really drawn to their energy. So a King of Wands could have multiple admirers. A King of Wands could be another person. Page of Wands. So yeah, and the Seven of Cups back there. Yeah, so the answer is yes. For most of you who are wondering. If you weren't wondering, are there other people in the mix? No. But if you've been wondering, Seven of Cups, Page of Wands, that's someone who's got options, who's dating, who's, yeah, looking around. And they're trying to make a decision based on passion and intellect is what I'm seeing. All right, so Spirit, okay. But that might not resonate with you. And if it doesn't, please don't take it, okay? So Spirit, goodness, I really want to narrow this down for you so that we can at least isolate it a little bit. What signs are we dealing with right now? Who are my collective viewers? Who are they? What are their signs? You could be a fire sign, you could be an air sign. You're someone who has learned a lesson, okay, regarding equal give and take, Six of Pentacles in a relationship. A cycle has ended for you, the World card. And you've moved away from the sense of having to carry on all the time. Like maybe you were always the wounded warrior. The Nine of Wands is out here, and the Six of Swords. So you could be someone who decided, you could be an air sign, you could be a fire sign, you could be someone who decided upon learning a heavy lesson in reciprocity in relationships that it was time for you to move towards something that, and I do remember this from the earlier parts of this reading, moving towards a more peaceful life, away from carrying other people's burdens. All right, so if that resonates, this may be for you. All right, and I see the Nine of Pentacles, so you're someone who's working on your own sense of independence. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, Empress. I can understand that you were someone who kind of was like fed up with the process that you were dealing with someone from your past. Yeah, Six of Cups. You're still, and it came crossed. So you're dealing with some memories, right? And you're not sure about a person from your past. And you're not sure if you're feeling good about it, like in a nostalgic, cute kind of way, or if you're like fed up, like I don't want to think about this person anymore. I don't want to give to this person anymore. I just want to move forward with my own life and build my own Ten of Pentacles, and no, you will not come and get it. You know what I mean? All right, so Spirit, give me some advice for my viewers. Wow. You are challenged. You're being challenged, my friends. Two of Cups. Wow. Spirit is really challenging you to open up your heart again. Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and both came crossed. So perhaps you've been holding on too tightly to your heart. You know, here's the thing. You're someone who's experienced a lack of reciprocity. So now you've gone a little bit too far into holding on, too rigid, you know, too closed-hearted. Page of Cups crossed. So that sweetness within you has really taken a hit. So Spirit's challenge for you is to really open up again to love and to mutuality, to believing that things, relationships of all sorts, right, can be mutual still. You're not destined to be alone in your Pentacles world, okay? So Spirit, is anyone new coming towards my viewer in, okay, I was going to say love, Three of Pentacles, so could be the person from your past. I'm feeling it a little bit, but could be just someone that you're working with. Page of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this someone is coming towards you guys, and for some of you, be wary of that third party situation potential. For others of you, be open to, be open to, as you were already predisposed to working with this person from your past, to try to resolve some of your differences, but work slowly. Three of Pentacles. And this might be like a test. This might be a test from Spirit. Have you really learned how to express when things are not feeling reciprocal? Are you able to discuss that with this person and like have a resolution that benefits both of you? All right, what is in the near future for this collective? Knight of Swords, an honest conversation, movement forward. Ooh, Page of Swords. Options. Oof, a little bit of confusion coming. Ten of Pentacles, Temperance. Okay, so as long as you stay honest, sharp, voice your, if there's any dissatisfaction, right? Be very forthright about it and not get caught up in any type of secrecy or deception. Like, be very clear. The moon, I feel, is telling you to not fall prey to the shadows that maybe impacted you before in this relationship. To not let yourself become confused and muddled. Seven of Cups. To not allow yourselves to feel like options either. If you felt like an option, put it out there. Like, am I an option or am I the priority? If the answer is, well, you're an option. I don't know if people talk like that, but if the answer is, and if you don't like feel like you can trust somebody, absolutely trust your intuition, okay? Because you are the Empress, all right? No matter what happens, you are going to have your Ten of Pentacles with or without this person. All right, and yeah, you are being guided to be very temperate in your next actions. So you're going to grow into somebody who is very evolved, and perhaps some of you will transcend the situation from your past and the people from your past, maybe, to the point where you're fine. You're happy. You're I wanted to say happy-go-lucky, but you're more like, you're going to be really satisfied with where you are at in life, and the world is going to be at your disposal. All right. For others of you, you're going to have to learn how to have honest, clear conversations about how not to fall back into old habits. Or old patterns that maybe you and or the person that you're dealing with dealt with in the past. All right, so last but not least, get some advice cards for you from Spirit. So what can my viewer focus on at this time in order to be their best selves? That's interesting. Go with the flow. Fluid stream. The number 19 or the number 1 and 9 or 9 may be significant to you. Making sure it's just one card. Yep. So this is very much go with the flow. Fluid stream. And do not try to swim upstream, all right? Just roll with it. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to show this card. I trust your intuitions to guide you towards the answer that you are seeking. All right. Sending you love and light, and I will be posting Virgo's reading soon, and I'm going to follow through with the rest of the signs. All right. Talk to you later.